Hello everyone, my name is Kate Marshall. The name of my channel is called Inked Paper Art, and today is day 78 of 365 days of junk journal ideas. And it's a short 15-minute video every day teaching you guys how to make a different piece of ephemera for junk journals, how to make anything to do with junk journals in a short little video every morning. So today's day 78, we're going to make envelope flip down pockets. So these are made to go on a page in a junk journal. This is the pocket to decorate a page with. And I'm going to use these gigantic envelopes. They actually measure 11 inches. They're right about, yep, they're 11 inches by 4 3/4 inches. So they're much larger than your number 10 business envelope. However, you can use a number 10 business envelope. You could use junk mail envelopes. You could use greeting card envelopes. You could fold a piece of paper and make an envelope if you have an envelope punch board. However you want to do it, this project just starts out with an envelope because it's something most of us can access for a supply. So I'm going to start off by gluing my flap closed on my envelope. And so you want, when you're gluing your flap, you want to only put the glue where there was glue originally. You can't glue your whole flap. If you glue your flap over here and you seal it, you're going to seal up part of your pocket. So you can see that my glue for my envelope was really only up here at the end. So I'm just going to add glue up here at the end. So wherever your glue was originally, that's where you add your glue. And so there we go. We seal it up. These are copy dyed envelopes, so they may or may not seal all the way that I wanted them to. I'm going to go right back over it and seal it one more time with glue. Sometimes when you've copy dyed an envelope, it just makes the paper a little bit more, I don't know, unruly, wavy, whatever you want to say. So anyway, I've got mine all glued up now. I'm happy with that. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some folding. Now you have many different options of ways to fold this envelope to make it a flip down pocket. However, I'm going to fold mine where the back part is higher than the front part. You could fold it even, you could fold it however which way you want to do it. I don't want it drastically higher, but I do want there to be a height difference there. So I'm just going to leave about, I don't know what that is, maybe 1/3 of an inch or so there. And I'm going to use my bone folder and get a nice good crease on that. Don't crease it too hard, you tear it, but just run it over to make it flatter. And then at the same time, I'm going to make everything flatter. So copy dyeing is wonderful, but it does ripple your paper. Okay, so from here, we need to make 2 pockets. And so I want to slice off the edge of both of these, the edge of both sides of that. So if you want to open it up, you're going to slice off just a tiny little sliver off this side and just a tiny little sliver off this side. And so I'm just going to do it like that. And we're going to, this is what opens back up our envelope, but it opens it up where we want it open instead of where the little flap was. And so that's the point of this. You seal it and then you open it. Okay, so now we have an envelope pocket here and we have an envelope pocket here. And so you want to make sure that your envelope is all good and sealed together. And again, this one, it's just come open right here because it was copy dyed, so no big deal. I'll put some glue in there and seal that up. I do like copy dyeing the envelopes, but sometimes it does weaken the glue of the, you know, the envelope construction. So there, now we're good. I shouldn't have to add any more glue. And then if you guys haven't been following me for very long, a lot of you guys are new, I usually copy dye my papers and envelopes just in regular coffee that I would drink, like say, you know, coffee that you drink in the morning. That's what I like to use. I don't make it extra strong or anything like that. And then I make a special batch of coffee when I'm copy dyeing paper now. But, you know, it's okay to, if you have like a drip coffee maker that makes like a pot of coffee at a time, it's totally okay to just use whatever leftover coffee you have in the morning in your coffee pot and just pour it into like a little, you know, even a cookie sheet that has, you know, a little bit of a rim on it, and put a couple of things in it quick. And then, you know, you just dump dump the coffee in something and put your paper in it for just a second. You don't have to soak coffee dyed paper. Coffee dyed paper, it's different than like avocado dyed paper or whatever, where you have to like really soak it for a long time. Coffee dyeing is very quick. The coffee takes the paper takes the coffee really well. And so anyway, I've thumb hole notched some little thumb holes in my envelope, and I'm just going to give those a quick little ink just so that we can see them a little bit better. So there they are. I'll ink the back of that. So there's the front one. And now we're going to ink this guy back here. So already we have added 2 pockets to something that is a pocket itself. And I will show you how this works on a page. And I am hoping that we get a chance to decorate some of it at least. But we need to add some more elements inside of here first. So there's 2 pockets, okay? Now from there, I want to add, so I'm going to embellish the front of this and just decorate it. And I want this to flip down, and I want us to have another pocket down here or possibly here. Let's do it here. Let's add a pocket right through there. So we can use some scrapbooking paper for this part. I have some 49 in Market if I can pull it out of this stack of paper. Yep, I have 49 in Market right here. Let's use that. I have some offcuts even. So we have lots of choices. I'm going to use this one. So from right here, I can do a little pocket that will go right up there. And this little part is perfect, but I do like this little part down here. We're going to go here. So let me grab my cutter out. And so we said this was about 4 3/4. I'm going to just make it a little, I don't know, let's say about a 2.5 inch pocket right there. It's kind of a deep pocket, but let's see. Let's see how we did. There we go. It moved on me right as I cut it. Okay, so from here, this little piece is going to go right there. I love that. That's perfect. So 2.5 was perfect for me. And I'm going to cut it right about mid 2 there. So right like that. Doesn't really look wide enough. I need to remeasure. Good thing I did, because it's this mid 2. And I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller. Okay, so I even got another cute little journal card or something. That's awesome. Let's give this a quick little thumb notch. We don't really need to thumb notch it. I'm not going to. I'm just going to ink it. On a 2 1/4 or 2.5 inch pocket, a thumb hole notch eats up too much of your real estate. So I'm just going to ink it, and we're going to glue that down, and that's a pocket. And so that goes on the inside because we want this to be able to be flipped down. And then we're going to add a little, I don't know, some other element that's interactive down in the bottom section. So you have lots of places to add pockets and other embellishments and whatever else you wanted to add here. Now, when putting this pocket in, don't put it all the way to the crease. Make sure you leave it up away from the crease just a little bit so that your envelope still will fold closed. And so you saw me check that mine still will do that. So we're good there. Now we have pocket right here. And so we could tuck in a little tag or something like that here in a minute. And then I can tell you guys right now, it'll be a long video if we want to decorate. Don't worry, maybe 20 minutes or something, I don't know. So then down here, so this flips down, whatever we do, like you don't really want a pocket right here because when you flip it up, stuff will fall out of it. You could, but it might fall out. So you could do like a little corner tuck or something else like that. I think for me, I'm just going to add a little strip of paper right here. So let's grab some, oh, here's a nice piece of washi. Let's grab this washi. It was just a scrap sitting around here. Let's grab some washi. Sorry, I have crinkly paper next to me. And let's grab some fun little paper scraps. Like here's a couple fun little paper scraps. Let's grab those. And then some coffee dyed paper should be in this pile somewhere. We're going to make a little bit of writing space down here, journaling space, whatever you want to call it. As soon as I find some copy dyed paper, you know, as soon as you turn on the camera, it's almost as if like little gremlins come and they just hide all of your supplies from yourself. Because there's normally like a ton of copy dyed paper right here, and I can find none right now. So we're just going to have to use this guy. It's fine. It's all good. So we're just going to use this guy, and we're going to rough tear him too, because we don't want anything. So first of all, I got to check the length. Okay. Okay, so we're going to rough tear him, and maybe just one more. And that one too. And okay, so we have some little fun pieces of paper to play with. And we'll just put this one next to that. That's perfect. And then all I'm going to do to attach these is line them up at the top like that. They're going to fit in there. They're okay. And then I'm going to take the tiny attacher and just put two quick little staples right there at the top of that. And then I'm going to take some glue and glue the back just at the top. Don't glue the whole thing because we want it to be able to move. I'm going to take that washi off. I'm going to add in my little notepad, making sure that I've got it centered and somewhat straight in there. And then let my glue set up. It's going to flip up perfectly fine. And then I'm going to glue over all of the pages at the top and add that washi to cover those staples. Now, I don't think my washi was that wide, but we'll make it work right like that. There we go. And so from there, I'm just going to add a little more glue on the corners to keep this washi tape down. This has been floating around for days since I did that other, I don't have it in front of me, but that embellished the interactive belly band. So anyway, there's our pages. We've got a little flip book down here. I would like to embellish this a little bit and decorate it. We've got a pocket right there. It flips up like that. We need 2 journal cards to go down in those pockets. So let's grab some copy dyed index cards, and we'll use those down in that pocket or in those pockets. I have 2, these are 4x6 size ones. And so those can go down here. Ooh, it just barely sticks out the top. And this one we'll need to cut some off of or fold it over or do something. But yeah, that looks good. Theoretically, it should be lower than that one, but it's not for whatever reason. So, okay, fine. Let's cut it. And I'm just going to quickly snip off some. Hopefully that's not too much. And put that back in there. You could put other ephemera in here. You could do a bunch of different things. You could add tabs to the top of these, and I think that would look really nice is to add a tab to each one of those. But you can see how the reason why I folded one side shorter is so that we have that stagger stair stepping stagger stair stepping effect right there. And so if you're wondering how to keep this closed, obviously a little clip will do. You could do a little circle that turns and keeps this closed. You could do a lot of different things with closures. One of the easiest things to do is before you glue this to a page, add a little piece of like baker's twine underneath where you glue it, and then just have that baker's twine be able to be untied. I like using baker's twine for that because it's really flat. So that's probably how I will keep mine closed, is when I glue this to a page. So here's a journal page. It's a 8.5 by 11 folded in half for like a 9x6 journal. This will glue to the page like this so that it will still be a tuck back here in the back. There will be a tuck all the way back here. So I'm just going to glue it on 2 sides. But when I glue it, I will make sure that I have added a piece of string with a little bit of washi tape or whatever before I glued it down. And then there will be baker's twine coming out both sides where you'll be able to tie it and keep it closed. That's my idea for doing that. I haven't seen anybody make this way. I have just seen people fold envelopes and make pockets out of them. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. Let's move on. We need a tag for in here. Do I have a little tag? I do have a little coffee dyed tag. Let's see if that, ooh, it does work in there. And let's see what else we can find to stick in there, like just for fun. Just for fun, will this music card fit in there? I mean, you know, we'll have like other decorative elements in there too, but that kind of gives you an idea. Just embellish this a little bit, embellish your little pocket a little bit, and decorate the front. What am I catching? I'm catching something now. Oh, my journal card slid down. Yep, this little guy slid down. Okay, so there we go. There he is. He's fine now. So there we go. We'll decorate the front. Let's start by decorating this up here. We have a lot of decorating. We have this to decorate the whole front. We have both journal cards to decorate. We have this pocket to decorate. We have this right here to decorate. You could also write underneath here. So there is additional writing space there. And you have just the 2 journal cards. So you don't decorate the back at all because that's going to be glued down. Unless you made this to go in a pocket, then you would, but mine is a pocket itself because there's a tuck back behind it. So anyway, let's get to decorating. We have 4 minutes ish to decorate. I don't know what we can decorate in 4 minutes, but let's give it a try. So first thing we're going to need is some book page. You guys know I love to use a book page as a base. Here's some ledger, here's some music. I don't think I want doily in this one. What else do I have? I have tons of things. Where are they? Oh, here's some little journaling cards. That would have been cute too. Here's some more. Here's some more. And here's some more. Okay. So now we have lots of little bits to play with. I am feeling like putting this right here. I like that very much, and I am tempted. I don't want to cover the whole thing. How am I going to do that? I'm going to go this way with it. Just like that. I need that crinkly little piece of paper. This one. I like to use parchment paper. For all of you new people, I like to use parchment paper to glue on. I don't use glue book pages. I use rag paper books, and I don't have you know, like pulpy paper or whatever, throwaway pieces of paper. I only have nice paper, so I don't want to use it for that purpose. And so the parchment paper you can use over and over again, like for months probably, before you would actually need to replace it. You really can just use it basically forever. It's just going to get ugly looking, and one day you're going to be like, I think I want a new one. So I positioned that on there, and you'll see I did go right over top of that thumb notch right there, and it's because I'm going to cut it back out here in a second. But anyway, there's that. I'm going to trim off this little bit that's overhanging right here, just so I can see my shape of my pocket again. And there's that. So we're here, and then I'm going to let this dry. I wiped some of the glue off. I'm going to let that dry, and we're going to keep going. Now, after I do the dictionary, I have this little thing floating around. That's kind of cute. Let's kind of rough tear this edge if I can without making a mess. It's going to make a mess. It's just that cheap, weird paper, so I don't know how to explain it. Cheap, weird Amazon paper. It's not real paper. I don't know what it is. It's just something. So at least it has some torn edge to it. And let's go ahead and give that an ink. Ooh, I like the way that inked up nicely. Whatever paper it is, it inks up pretty nice. So then we need some color. We need something pretty. It's a big pocket front to just have beige and beige. So there's that. Let's go ahead and do some of maybe that just for color. I'm not liking that. Let's see what else we have. Ooh, we have these. I have some, this is actual rice paper that I printed some botanical flowers on. Let's go ahead and pull out some botanical flowers out of this. Maybe this one just because it's here. I'm just going to really quickly rough cut that one out. We'll use that to embellish the front of our pocket. Rice paper is amazing to cut if you have nice sharp scissors. And these are my favorite, like all-purpose general crafting scissors. They're from Costco. They're super, super inexpensive. From time to time, I will get some packs and share with you guys. I did this, I don't know, sometime last year in October, November, December, something like that. And so I will pick up some more scissors next time I go and share those with you guys. But they're super inexpensive. You get 3 pairs. If you have a Costco, by all means, go grab them. You get 3 pairs of the Costco scissors for $10. And they're great all-purpose scissors. So let's do this music. Sorry for taking a little bit here. But you guys do say that you like the longer videos and that you like to see me decorate. So here we go. So here's this music paper down there. We have a flower. What else do we need? I do not know yet. This flower definitely goes over here. Are we going to stick this on here or are we not? Need to decide right now. I kind of like it back there. Plus it fills, we have a lot of space. Plus it fills up a lot of space. So that might be okay. We might do something like that to play with that placement a little bit. And then let's look at my gigantic pile of whatever this stuff is. Whatever this stuff is. Okay, so I think we can use this stuff. This I'm not going to ink around because truthfully I want that to meld into the background. Meld, whatever you want to call that. Into the background. I really should not probably have inked this because I liked the way it looked without ink. But it's okay with ink. It's fine. Let's glue those down. It's a pocket, so let me use the right glue, which is the UHU glue stick. You guys have been asking again about what glue stick. It's the UHU, see, UH, it's right here, UHU. That's the name of the glue stick. I know it sounds strange, and so some people, when I tell them what glue I use, they're like, well, what does UHU stand for? I don't know what it stands for, if it stands for anything, but that's the name of the glue. I will have to look and see where it's made or why it is called that. But it's really good, strong glue. And lots of people's favorite glue for junk journals and all kinds of paper art. So I don't know. It wasn't my favorite when so here, let me just give this a disclaimer. If this ever happens to you, then do what I did. So I bought a 2-pack of the glue sticks initially because they are a little bit more, they're a little bit more spendy for glue sticks, right? Like we've all seen the Elmer's glue sticks around school, back to school time, and they're really inexpensive. And so if that's all you're used to seeing, the fact that this is what this UHU glue stick costs is a little bit like off-putting. So I ordered a 2-pack from Amazon the first time I bought it, and I got glue sticks that were very dry and they did not stick at all. And in fact, I ordered the blue color, but they weren't even hardly blue. Some of them were only blue for a little bit and then they turned white, which is common, but whatever. Anyway, I did not have a great experience the first time I used the UHU glue sticks. I do want it over here. But anyway, so I used the first 2 and said, oh, well, you know, whatever, it didn't work for me. And then I went to try all the other glue sticks. And then I was like, you know what? None of those work at all. Everything comes up, comes unstuck from the paper. So then I said, well, you know what? Everybody keeps saying that they really like these glue sticks. So I think I really just need to give them another try. And I did order some more glue sticks. And wouldn't you know it, they were just the moist, wet glue sticks. They were wonderful. And I finally got that experience that everyone else was saying was great. And so I was like, okay, so the first time I ordered them, I must have just got some bad glue sticks. Maybe they were older. I don't know what. But anyway, if that ever happens to you, you can consider it just like a bad thing from Amazon. You could return it to Amazon and exchange it for a different one or whatever. I ended up keeping them because I didn't know at the time. I just figured that was the way they were supposed to be or whatever. So anyway, the second time was the charm. I got beautiful glue sticks. And every time after that, and I've ordered many, many cases since those second round of them, after that, they were great. They were really wonderful. So that's my little disclaimer with them. If that happens to you, then just know whatever, sometimes things on Amazon shelves, maybe they sit for a while. Maybe somebody returned some that had been in their craft room forever or whatever. You know how people are and whatever happens. So just get yourself some new UHUs and give them a try. I know that's not the best endorsement, but seriously, the glue sticks are amazing. Everyone is telling you the truth on that. And sometimes maybe it's just an Amazon thing or whatever. So anyway, we ended up putting a little flower. We put a butterfly. We put this circle label, and I really like the way that came out. Now, there is this little bit of open space right here, and I wasn't quite sure what to do with it, but I'm just going to leave it for now. Maybe eventually something will, stick out like, a stamp or something, I don't know what, but maybe something will. Anyway, there's that one. Let's go ahead and cut this little, I might have to hand cut this. I'll see if the thumb hole notcher wants to cut it again. If it doesn't, then I will hand cut it. But we can just kind of get an idea for what the pocket's going to look like. Ooh. Wiggle, wiggle. Almost cut it. It was just a little bit too thin. So I'm going to just tear that off right there. And then I can fold that under and ink it. And then you guys can see it being done. Well, the front of it anyway. There's that part. Should I keep going? It's 26 minutes. I better quit. But tonight is Friday. So tonight is Friday night craft with me. You will see me finish this project. You will see me decorate and finish these projects. And you will see me decorate and finish all of these projects, as well as, this is the gigantic interactive belly band. So you'll see me decorate and finish those. You'll see me decorate, this is the 12 by 12 one-page wonder. And you'll see me decorate and finish that. As well as we're going to make master boards and more ephemera tonight, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this YouTube channel. So if you want to come over and hang out tonight, it's a live video, so you'll be able to chat with everyone, with me, with everyone that is there in chat. There's always a large crowd of people to chat with. They're all junk journal makers. They're all working along with us. You don't have to craft tonight. You can just hang out and chat. But if you want to craft, grab some supplies and be prepared for it. It starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's just casual, we just hang out and have a good time. And so, yeah, that's happening. I hope you guys come over and say hello. I'll be looking for all 9,027 of you. That's how many subscribers. Wait, is that right? Yes, 9,927 of you. I will be looking to say hello to all of you tonight. We are really close to hitting 10,000 subscribers. So if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Let's push it over the 10,000 mark. I'm going to do a fabulous giveaway when we do get to 10,000. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed the pocket. Again, it's a pocket. That's a flip down, and it has another pocket right here, and it has a little scrappy pad right here, and it has two journaling cards, one right here in the back, one right here in the front, and this glues to a page as a tuck in the back. So it's going to be super fun, and I hope you guys come hang out with us tonight. Bye. Have a good day.